Okay, I'm going to show you the stretch from 6 to 4. And I already pushed the taper through, but I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I was at 6s. These are 4s. Put that compared to my hair, compared to my pinky nail. And you just stick it in the hole, and you push it through. They're a little tiny bit sore. This is the biggest stretch that you probably, for most people, this is probably the biggest stretch. Because it goes from 4 millimeters to 5 millimeters instead of going up by like 0.4. It goes up by like 0.4 or 0.6. Just for warning for anyone who like hasn't stretched their ears yet, but like they're thinking about it. It reeks really bad. Like, my fingers smell like ass. But okay. So usually how you get, this is a single flare plug, and oops, it has a little groove for the O-ring. I don't know if you can tell, it's like right here. I bought these, and I bought 6s like these two, and I would not recommend it. Single flares are nice, but the groove, if it's a fairly new stretch, it generally doesn't like to go through your ear hole, like at the very back of it, because it gets caught. But okay, usually you put a little bit through, and then you push the rest of it with the plug. And okay, so that got through my ear, and then I just kind of wiggle it around till it finds its way through the complete back. Yeah, the little O-ring groove. I'm not a big fan of my ear. Okay. I had to make sure it wasn't bleeding. If your ear bleeds, or you have more than just a pinch of pain, then you need to stop, because you either, because you might have torn your ear, it might be infected. Otherwise, if your ear does bleed, usually what they recommend is that you go back down a size and let your ear heal before going back up again. You usually take minimum of 2 weeks before it heals. Your first, I'd say 3 or 4 stretches, you could probably, probably your first like 2 or 3, you can usually, you should wait a minimum between 2 weeks, unless, okay, I was somebody who is pierced at 14 gauge, like my original little earrings, and so I could skip, I'll show you this. Alright. Okay, I could skip from these ones. I wore these for a day. They're 14 gauge. That one you can generally, that one they say you can actually usually skip. This one, the 12 gauge, and as you can tell, they're not massive, but they're big enough where it will stretch it. Like, I've known so many people who have skipped multiple sizes, and don't do that. Like, do not. Because that'll build up scar tissue in your ear, which makes it harder to stretch every time, It can tear your ear. It can cause infections and blowouts. For those of you who don't know what blowouts are, Google that, because that's probably like one of the most painful things ever. Okay, a severe blowout is usually when this between the hole and the edge of your lobe, that skin tears completely. So your ear is just like a thing of flesh and a little bit of flesh here. It can tear like anywhere, like it can even tear like off this part of your face, wherever. And those get infected, and the only way to fix them is surgery. And then another misconception that I heard, one of my friends was saying how it's disgusting. My ears are just gross because they'll never grow back. And actually, this kind will usually heal back down to the same size as like a normal earring, you know? Like, here's a size comparison. I don't know if you can tell. They'll go back to the same size. So, if you want to do this, don't be afraid of what people say. Just think it through, that if it goes back, is it going to be or if it doesn't go back, is it going to be the end of the world? Gotta think about that. Okay, well, bye.